There's a really big spider in here. It's under my fridge and I can't get it. But he's a big boy and I'm scared. Hello friends, it's Cassandra, and today we're talking about controversial issues. Now we're not going to talk about abortion or gay rights or what else is controversial? The president. We're going to be talking about controversial topics as a whole. So this is something that I've had an opinion about since I was in a debate class in high school. And through the years, I've formed more and more theories and opinions on this. And a week or so ago, I actually read a passage of a book for class that clearly pointed out all the things I had been thinking about, and I said, all right, it's time. It's time to have this discussion. So here we are. So the passage of the book I read was from After Virtue by Alistair McIntyre. There's his name. I don't know if I said it right. Very, very good. I didn't read the whole thing. If I wasn't so busy with school, I would try to read the whole, it's very wordy, but I would try to read the whole thing, because wow, some great points. I'm not gonna quote him, okay, but just like be aware, if you think I have interesting points, whether you agree with them or not, like check out this book, because he's a more learned man than I am, and I hope he's a man. Is Alistair a girl's name? So, controversy. Everyone knows that you're not supposed to talk about religion or politics with people you don't know, because that just causes arguments. Well, I'm here to tell you it shouldn't. We should be able to talk about deep, intellectual, moral issues and not have fights. Now, I understand.
Cassandra, that's impossible. We don't live in a perfect world.
Okay, I understand. But the reason that we get so angry about controversial issues is because the other person just won't see it our way. And here's why. They don't see it our way because the other side doesn't see the issue as the same type of moral issue as you do. I'll explain with an example. Ready? Get prepared to be triggered. We're going to use the example of abortion. Pro-choice, pro-life. It's in the name that these two sides are not seeing abortion as the same issue. Pro-choice says this is a women's rights issue. We need to pay attention to how this affects a woman's freedom and control over her own body and her own person. And that's why we're pro-choice. Pro-life says this is not about women. This is about protecting innocent, unborn life. We need to take care of those who can't take care of themselves, and that's why we're pro-life. These two sides will never agree if they can't also make arguments towards the other person's viewpoint. If I can't explain why I don't think abortion is a women's rights issue, no one who's pro-choice is going to care about what I have to say. My reasons for why pro-life is a life issue will have no effect on them because they don't think it's a life issue. They think it's a women's issue. And if we continue to only fight for what our moral standpoint is, we'll never ever get anywhere. You have to be, I've said this before and I'm gonna say it here because it's just a nugget of wisdom if I do say so myself. If you can't form an argument for the side you disagree with, you shouldn't be arguing in the first place. You need to completely, or to the best that you can, understand why the other side of an issue feels the way they do before you try to convert them to your side. You need to know what their standpoint is, their reasons, and why they feel that way, so that you can form reasons and arguments that correlate with theirs. You can't just say,
"Oh my gosh, you think a woman should have control of her body? Well, that's absolute garbage. I think that unborn children are indeed children. Obviously, abortion should be illegal."
like, those two things have nothing to do with each other. And so if that's how the argument is going, no one is gonna leave having their mind changed, and no one's gonna leave having gained any knowledge. If you're having a good conversation, like, I will say debate, I think debates can be healthy, but like, a healthy debate really is just a conversation, in my opinion. If you leave like a conversation about a controversial issue, even if neither of you have changed your minds, you should at least have like new knowledge. Okay, that's why that person feels that way. And even though I might still disagree with them, at least I have a better understanding of where they're coming from. And I can use that understanding to either reevaluate what I think, or I can use that information to find new reasons that will strengthen my argument. It shouldn't be hard, but here's what happens. You hear someone say,
"Abortion should be illegal."
and your heart starts pounding, right? This is an outrage. I can't believe they would say something like that. That's insensitive. What about all the exceptions? What about XYZ? I can't believe they would say that. You're getting so fired up, so revved up, that you stop listening. And I do this too, okay? I'm talking to all of us, including me, right? We stop listening to what they're saying, and we just think, I can't believe they would say something like that. I gotta tell them they're wrong. I gotta tell them they're wrong. And so then we come back at them with something completely unrelated to what they said. But if you take the time to listen to what they're saying, one, I think you're less likely to get so mad at them. Because you'll see, like, okay, even though I disagree, at least I know they're coming from a rational place. Their thoughts connect to each other. I just don't think their, like, baseline of where these thoughts are coming from is right, but I understand, like, if that is their baseline, how they're getting there. Okay? That's what you need to do, and then form your opinion. Hear what they say, think about it. Debates, I feel like everyone thinks, oh, I gotta say this, and as soon as they're done talking, I gotta catch them with the truth. Like, no, there's so much power in someone taking the time to listen to your argument. There's so much power in seeing someone pause before they respond. If you don't know both sides of the argument, you should not be in the argument to begin with. If you can't see the situation from someone else's point of view, you have absolutely no reason to expect someone else to see the situation from your point of view. As I approach more controversial issues, which I won't be doing all the time, like, please don't think, oh my gosh, Cassandra's channel is about to turn into a political tirade mess. No, that's not, no, that is not happening. But, like, I mean, religion itself is a controversial issue. And so as, you know, I make videos, and as you just experience controversy in your everyday life, like, take the time to understand that these people are seeing these issues from a different standpoint than you. We live in such a crazy world with so many, I mean, people joke like everything's controversial now, but like it kind of is. And just because something's controversial doesn't mean it should tear relationships apart. I have some friends with very different views than I do, and they're still like, I'm still good friends with them. Because I understand where they're coming from. I understand that their argument is rational from that standpoint, and I'm still able to like look on them with love. Like that's what God does for us. You know how many things we do and God's like, you're an idiot. Why? I'm just saying. That's all I have for you today. At some point I will be doing a mental health update. Let you guys know how I've been doing now that I've started my sophomore year of college. And, yeah, I'm sure you're all just dying to know what is going on in my little noggin, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if it'll be next week. We'll see. It probably will be, because I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but we'll see. So, that all being said, be nice to each other, listen to each other's arguments, and know that you're loved, and I'll see you next week. Bye.